is a good mood.
I can't. My father gets angry in this state.
Can I see you tonight?
Perhaps.
It's 6 a.m. Well, I don't have a food picture. Take him out of the hurricane. really scared. You don't think this is scary? Oh my God.
O Lord of Darkness, Prince of Hell, hear this thy servant's plea. Send from thy black realm the power that we may do thy will on earth. We
Okay, start again.
I can't. My father gets angry if it is late.
Can I see you tonight?
Perhaps.
This gotta be good. No, ain't no upcoming. It's got about 2 minutes now. What can you say it's upcoming?
I can't. My father gets angry if it is late.
Can I see you tonight?
Perhaps.
That's good. Check 1, 2, 1, 1. God, she's beautiful. We'll do this in the middle hospital.
darkness, Prince of Hell, hear this, thy servant's plea. Send from thy black realm the power that we may do thy will on earth. Recreate this dust of centuries, that in thy service the dead may join with the undead. Accept this sacrifice in homage. Turn now this fresh, warm blood into a body of thy making, this innocent spirit into evil. Adonai, Magister Mundi, te adoro et te invoco. Venite, Lucifer!
That looks good. So do you, Trudy. Good enough to eat.
I must go.
No, there's no hurry.
A word with you, if you please, Mr. Lestrange.
Oh, yes, certainly. Sit down. Have a glass of wine.
No, thank you. I do not wish to appear inhospitable, sir. There is no harm in normal times to have a joke with a serving girl, a laugh or two. These are not normal times. You'll not find any young girl in this village talking to a stranger. This is your first night under this roof.
It'll probably be the last.
Do you know what year this is, sir?
1830, as I recall.
Yes, it is 40 years to the day since they were last seen. And before that, 40 years again.
Oh, really? Who?
It's 40 years.
Karnsteins.
I don't think I know.
That's their castle up on the hill.
Oh, yes, of course. I thought they were all dead.
We call them the undead, sir. They're vampires.
My God, you really believe?
We know, sir.
Well, tell me more. I'm interested.
But what you said, sir, about the Karnsteins being dead is true. But they still have the power to reincarnate themselves. And now is the time for their return. I tell you, sir, this village lives in a state of terror.
Terror of what?
They prey on young virgins, put a spell on them. Sometimes they woo them, slowly sucking their life away. Sometimes they kill them quickly. One feast, one bite of their fangs.
Well, that's all right. I'm not a young virgin.
Oh, you can laugh, sir. But men are amongst their victims, too. I would not advise you to be enticed by any beautiful stranger.
Just give me a chance. That's all I ask.
No,
Please. I realize you all feel strongly about this, but it's a superstition.
Let's see if I can avoid that picture. No. The name of it was. I should have marked it. There it is. This marker is one of my favorites. Thank you.
The McBride, her father's a Scottish landowner. Nice girl. Oh, really? Who?
Cairnstein's.
I don't think I know.
That's their castle up on the hill.
Oh, yes, of course. I thought they were all dead.
We call them the undead, sir. They're vampires.
My God, you really believe it?
We knows.
Well, tell me more. I'm interested.
What you said, sir, about the Cairnsteins being dead is true. But they still have the power to reincarnate themselves. And now is the time for their return. I tell you, sir, this village lives in a state of terror.
Terror? What?
They prey on young virgins, put a spell on them. Sometimes they woo them, slowly sucking their life away. Sometimes they kill quickly. One feast, one bite of their fangs.
Well, that's all right. I'm not a young virgin.
Oh, you can laugh, sir. But men are amongst their victims, too. I would not advise you to be enticed by any beautiful stranger.
Just give me a chance. That's all I ask. Well, please. I realize you all feel strongly about this, but it's a superstition. You've grown up with it. You can't expect me to take it seriously.
I've told you all I know, sir. I can do no more.
Yes, and I'm very interested. Well, that's why I came here, to get background for the books I write. I'm a novelist. As you know, I write about these things. Witches, vampires, black magic. But it's a product of my imagination, and I know it.
Look, sir, there is one of the village girls missing now. A good girl, not one that would just run off. Would you like to tell her parents that it's just imagination that she's disappeared?
Well, she could be anywhere. Look, as you're all so terrified of Karnstein Castle, I'll go up there. After lunch. I might even find one of those beautiful vampires waiting to entice me.
What you said, sir, about the Cairnsteins being dead is true. They still have the power to reincarnate themselves. And now is the time for their return.
But it's a superstition.
Sometimes they woo, slowly sucking their life's blood away. But men are amongst their victims too. But men are amongst their victims too. But men are amongst their victims too. But men are amongst their victims. I would not advise you to be enticed by any beautiful stranger.
Oh my God. That's a good one.
We call them the undead, sir. They're vampires. Girls! Girls! Girls!
I don't know who you are, sir. Richard Lestrange. Would that be the Lestranges of Cork?
Yes.
And then you're Lord Thurston's son, the heir to the title.
Well, that's right. How did you know that?
A genealogy is my pet subject, I'm afraid. I apologize because I know I can be a bore on the subject. And that's why I brought the girls to the castle. Just an excuse, really, to help me in my researches. Fascinating family, the Karnsteins.
Yes, I'm sure, but tell me about the girls.
Oh, that's Susan Petty. She's from the Americas. And that's Isabel Courtney, one of the Hampshire Courtneys. Interesting family.
Very.
That's Amanda McBride. Her father's a Scottish landowner. Nice girl.
Yes.
Oh, but forgive me. I haven't even introduced myself. Giles Barton. And there's the school.
Come along, girl. Into your places. Come on now, come on.
This is just
Into your
terrible.
places, girl.
English cinema.
We've only been here 3 weeks. It's the new vogue, you know, a finishing school on the continent. It's quite a big project for us. I teach history and art. Miss Simpson is the principal. I'm her partner.
They didn't say this on the
That's Jenny Playfair, gym mistress. She was with Miss Simpson, the
It's
deeply
always a
involved.
bond.
But this is a new idea in physical exercise, based on Greco-Roman dancing.
Is it?
It's always a bond.
We better wait here. Miss Simpson doesn't allow strangers too near the girls. The class will be over in a few moments, and then I shall introduce you.
To Miss Playfair?
Look, Miss Simpson.
The author?
Yes, I'm afraid so.
Lord Thurston's son.
Oh, well, then you will always be welcome at the school. But not, I'm sorry to say, your books. They are not suitable for girls of an impressionable age.
Well, no, I suppose not. It's frightening. But if you'd like me to lecture on English literature at any time.
We have an English teacher arriving on Wednesday. Now, if you'll excuse me.
Yes, of course.
Miss Simpson? Yes, Susan, what is it? Miss Carstairs asked me to tell you there's a coach arriving.
Oh, thank you, dear. That'll be the Countess Herritzen. She's bringing her niece, a new pupil.
Oh, don't go yet, Mr. Strange. I'm sure that you would like to meet the Countess.
Oh, yes.
Countess. My niece, Mipala. My partner, Mr. Giles Barton. And this is Mr. Richard Lestrange, the celebrated author.
Countess.
Lord Thurston's son. Shall we take tea?
Mr. Barton's just a nasty little man. You notice the way he's always standing around watching us when we're dancing. Who was that man with him yesterday? He was good looking. I don't know. Trisha, you know who Giles Barton was with yesterday? I don't know. How do you feel after your first day?
Very tired.
The dancing. Takes a little while to get used to it.
I shall never get used to it.
Sure you will. In time. We do that. That feel better?
Come along now, girls. Settle down. Stop all the talking. Erica, will you go back to your own room, please? Joanna, you've only got another 5 minutes to lights out. I think I'll take that. All right, girls, into bed now. Quickly.
Go down to the river tonight for a moonlight swim. Then you'll feel much better.
But Miss Playfair will be around.
That's easy. We'll put a couple of pillows in the bed. She'll think we're asleep.
Yes. We'll go at midnight.
Oh, my God, they've got me. It's just as the landlord said, it's the Karnsteins come for me. I backed away from this beautiful girl. I turned to run. And I was...
Come on, Ralph. Good boy. Come on.
I tell you, I was petrified. And then there were 3 of them, all advancing from different directions. And I tried to run away. I asked you, you don't know. Three beautiful girls on an educational tour of Karnstein Castle, and I thought they were vampires.
Mikala? Mikala! Where have you been? I woke up and you weren't there. I came down by myself. Then I thought I had somebody and I went and had a look. Probably old Giles. He's always creeping around trying to catch us with no clothes on. Did you find anyone? No.
Hey, also? Will it be eating too? Yes, I suppose so. There's a gentleman over at that table, sir, who's travelled from England. Well, then put me with him.
Daisy. Oh, good day. Biggs. Arthur Biggs. How do you do? My name's Richard. I know, sir, I know. And I was delighted to find you a guest here. Won't you join me? I've read every one of your books.
Oh, thank you. That's very kind of you.
I enjoy them, sir. I enjoy them. And I write to myself.
Oh, I don't think I've read your work.
Because it hasn't been published, that's why. My style is what the French call avant-garde.
Yes, well, it can be difficult.
I live in hopes. There must be somewhere some enlightened. Perhaps you'd be good enough to read something about it.
Oh, yes, I'd be delighted. But I am actually rather busy at the moment.
And I expect you'll be moving on shortly.
No. I shall be staying in the locality at Miss Simpson's school.
At the school?
Yes, I do this work, of course, merely to finance my literary endeavor.
Well, then you must be the new teacher of English literature.
I preach what I cannot practice.
Oh, my dear sir, I had no idea you were the Arthur Biggs. Well, yes, I'd be delighted to read your work. Perhaps we could even collaborate on something.
Collaborate?
Yes, I'm planning a new novel, but it needs a great deal of research. In Vienna. Poor chap, leg broken in 3 places. Very sad.
Dull, but highly inconvenient. But couldn't he have used a walking stick?
More serious than that, I'm afraid. A tricky operation. A hospital in Vienna. It's the only place.
Then when will he be back here?
4 weeks? 3, perhaps.
But I can't be without a teacher that long.
And so we come to the 19th century novel. And at long last, this comparatively new form began to reach the power and the grace of the age-old forms. The play, the poem. Mademoiselle, perhaps you could tell us which contemporary novelists you prefer.
I'm afraid I don't know any.
How come you must? German, if not English.
No, but I have read a lot of 18th century work.
Your education seems to have been neglected.
I'm sorry.
That's all right. You just have to have some personal tuition. That's all right. Let's see what the rest of you know.
The latter part of the 15th century was not a particularly well documented period. In fact, we are woefully short of records for that time. However, we do know that during that time, when Styria was still quite a powerful country, that Karnstein Castle was built. We find our first mention of the Karnstein family in the Styrian Chronicles of 1187. This, as you know, is the equivalent of England's Doomsday Book. The Karnsteins have a most curious family history, not all of it documented by any means. The first allusion to the Karnstein, possibly in Styrian Chronicles.
Now, this is strange.
Miss Simpson.
I'm glad to see that you're taking an interest in the activities of the school at large.
But of course.
Did I understand that you wish to become a resident here?
Well, I did think it might be a good idea to spend more time with the girls, marking their work and so on.
Very well. I will show you your room.
Thank you.
One of which is the question of the family motto.
Don't you have anything a little nearer the house?
It is excellent accommodation. You will be sharing with Mr. Giles.
Better and better. Thank you. God, it's the dust from those old books. Where did you dig them up from?
What? The books, most important.
Why? What did they buy?
History is research material.
Research into what?
Karnstein Castle. Fascinating.
I know what you're after.
What?
You're training to be a vampire.
You've been listening to village gossip?
It's not all gossip. Dear Carla, forgive me for calling you by your first name, but it has a sort of magic for me.
I must go.
No, please. No. I've tried 100 times to be alone with you. I only came here to see you, to speak to you with this. Because I love you. Forgive me, but I must tell you. I've loved you since the first moment I saw you. I thought I'd lived. But before then I was dead, born at that moment. I've only lived since, with new feeling, the pain of loving. Truly, for the first time, I swear.
No, let me go.
Forgive me.
But she must have said something.
No, Miss Simpson. I thought she was with some girls in another room. And I didn't realize until this morning that she'd not come back.
And you are sure she said nothing about getting out?
Quite sure, mademoiselle.
All right, child. Oh, Mia Carla, I'm quite sure this is just some foolish trick that Susan is playing, but I don't want to alarm young girls, you understand?
I've told no one.
Then don't. For the time being, of course, I mean. And if anyone should ask, then Susan is in the sanatorium, suspected measles.
Yes, Miss Simpson.
Miss Simpson, a girl has disappeared. You can't really believe it's a joke.
Of course I don't. But there's no need to alarm the whole school.
What are you going to do?
Well, we must wait a while. She may come back. I've had more experience than you of this kind of thing. Some of these girls have wild natures. They pick up with some man.
Man? What man? We're miles from the village. The local people have never even been here.
Susan's only just joined the school. We don't know that she hasn't been followed.
That's ridiculous. Susan is not that kind of girl at all. And in any case, if she had been abducted, as you seem to be suggesting, we should still inform the police.
Please, certainly not.
We must.
I will not be told what to do in my own school. I did not say that she'd been abducted. I said there might be some sort of adventure. Susan will return of her own accord.
And if she doesn't,
then I will report the incident.
when will you report it?
Janet, I must ask you to bear with me. I know my responsibility to Susan, to all the girls, but I have other responsibilities as well, to this school. I like savings gone into it. It's my whole future. I can't throw it away, create some silly scandal, when there might be a perfectly logical answer as to why Susan's disappeared.
Very well. 48 hours. But no longer, because if you don't report it then, I will.
The history of Eckstein Castle can be traced back to beyond the Middle Ages. Incidents relating to the Eckstein family have been recorded as early as the 12th century. Now here we have an interesting example. A young Eckstein countess, Camilla, born 1688 so far as I can make out, and died 1710. Probably of the plague which swept Styria at about that time. The grave is, as you can see, somewhat neglected. So far as is known, none of the Eckstein family is still living. Now then, Camilla. An unusual name, you might think. But during that period, it was the fashion for a child to be given an anagram of her mother's name or some other favorite female relative. Now then, let's see what could it have come from?
Marcela? Milaka?
Perhaps the Eckstein family is related in some way to the Karnsteins. Do you know if this is so, mademoiselle?
No.
Then I shall pursue my researches, and doubtless we shall find out. Now, let's move on towards the castle itself. It has the most fascinating history. Intriguing principally, not... Come along. Intriguing principally, not for what is said about it, but for what is left unsaid. The villagers have the most extraordinary stories about... Dear Carla, meet me here tonight as informed. I've found something out. You must come.
Schoolmaster. Ridiculous occupation. I don't know why a man does it.
Though it has its rewards.
What rewards?
They're not always clearly visible, I admit.
Don't you think we should curtail? No, that's all right. Keeps me fit. One of my class wasn't there this morning. And why wasn't she there?
Susan?
Yes.
She has a slight touch of fever, I believe. She's in the sanatorium.
I have a slight touch of fever myself.
You'll get over it. And now, if I may suggest, a long sleep will do you much more good.
Oh, perhaps you're right. I will close my eyes for a few minutes.
I'm going for a stroll.
It's not a bad idea, actually. I might come with you.
Yes. You had to come, didn't you? Because I know everything. I know who you are and why you're here. That's what I found out this afternoon. It was here, at the grave, when I saw the name Carmilla. I wrote it down, you saw, Carmilla Mircala. I went back. I checked my histories. I knew what I was looking for. Portrait of Carmilla Karnstein. Died 1710, 120 years ago. Do you know who the portrait was of, Mircala? The portrait of Carmilla Karnstein. It was you. You. Stay with me. I have reversed the cross. You see, I've studied your magic. I know the black art, and I will only to know more and more. I meant no harm to you, I swear. I want only to worship you, to be your servant, to be a servant of the devil. He will accept me, I'm sure.
I've proved my worth. I could have told them what I knew about you, but I stayed silent. I found the body of the girl you killed. I said nothing. I rid of it myself down the well. I will do whatever you demand of me. Carla! Please. I only want to serve you. Please. I beg you. Take me. Carla. Carla.
Countess, this is an honor. I was on my way to Vienna, and I thought I'd take the opportunity of paying you a visit. We're always delighted to see you, sweet Countess. Oh, poor Giles. But what could have happened? Was it an accident?
We'll soon know. It's fortunate that I was traveling with my personal physician.
Oh, so very fortunate. The local doctor's sure to gossip. We simply can't stand a breath of scandal.
There will be no scandal. Doctor?
A heart attack.
Hello.
I'm sorry to disturb you.
Oh, that's all right.
I want to talk to you.
Well, then you'd better come in.
I just didn't know who else to go to.
Oh, what's the trouble?
I don't really know. I'm sure something's terribly wrong.
Yes, well, it's always upsetting when somebody dies. I expect you knew Giles quite well.
No, that was horrible, but I don't know if I can explain really. It's about Susan.
Susan? Oh, what's the matter with her? Apart from her feet.
That wasn't true. Just a story, so no one would ask questions about where she was. She's, disappeared.
Disappeared.
She hasn't been seen since the night before last. I wanted to go to the police, but Miss Simpson begged me not to. I don't want to harm the school, but... Oh, I don't know whether it's my nerves. Giles' death somehow seems more than a coincidence. And I have this horrifying premonition. Someone else is going to die.
Oh, come on now. You're just letting your imagination run away with you.
I suppose so. If only I could rid myself of this idea that Susan's disappearance and Giles are connected in some way.
Well, Giles had a heart attack. There's nothing sinister about that. Susan, that's different. Doesn't anyone know where she might have gone? Who shared a room with her?
Mia Carlo.
Mia Carlo.
She says she knows nothing.
Well, there could be some simple explanation. You don't want to make a fool of yourself, do you?
I didn't care about that. I'm too worried about Susan. I told Miss Simpson I'd wait until tomorrow. Then I'm going to the police myself. Will you come with me?
Well, I don't know. I need more time to think.
Please.
We don't want to be over hasty, do we?
Tomorrow?
Yes.
I must get back.
Mine nobody sees you.
Miss Simpson would have a heart attack. Thank you.
For what?
For listening.
Conscience, a history of evil. Witchcraft. Vampire legend. History of stealing.
I should. I don't know where the movie started. Possibly.
Well, I don't know. I need more time to think.
Please,
We don't want to be over hasty, do we?
tomorrow,
Yes.
I must get back.
Mind nobody's eating.
Miss Simpson would have a heart attack. Thank you
For what?
for listening.
Oh my God, but you can't be showing stuff like that. Jeez. Crazy, really.
Witchcraft. Vampire legend. History of steam.